Patrick Beverly is now the new wave. He's like Draymond Green without a regulator, a governor, so we say. Like somebody who's just petty as fuck and is going to say any wild thing that he thinks on national television. So let's recap this 24 hours that he's had. Before the Suns collapse, Patrick Beverly predicted a Mavs victory and then tweeted out the following. Y'all stay locked in. Let's see who pulls the fake hurt move down a dub. That, folks, is a world-class shot at Chris Paul. And just like clockwork, Chris Paul limped off the court following the single worst performance, not just of the playoffs, but his entire career. He was a negative 39, and Pat Bev jumped all over him again when someone tweeted a video of CP3, which Mark Spears reported was a quad injury. Pat Bev then quote tweeted it and said, "Stay woke," with the facepalm emoji. And that was just the beginning. Pat Bev then went on Get Up, First Take, absolutely ethered Chris Paul. He said so many funny and slanderous things that it's almost impossible to know where to begin. Here are the highlights. He started by going in on Chris Paul's lack of defense. Start there.
Ain't nobody worried about Chris Paul when he play Phoenix Suns. Nobody in the NBA.
Well, what did I just say, though?
And I'm just letting you know how NBA players feel.
I believe you, but what I'm saying
he's
is...
finessed the game to a point where he gets all the petty calls, all the swipe throughs at the end. I mean, this guy is out, man. We gonna be honest? We want to be really honest?
Yes.
He should have fouled out.
He's so petty. He's so mad.
You see the replay against Bronson, hit him on the shoulder, hit him in the mouth, ref don't call anything. If that's me, review it. Flagrant one. If that's him, they don't call it. So let's not get it twisted, man. He should have fouled out. He can't guard. He literally can't guard.
He can't guard.
Yeah.
He can't. Chris Paul can't guard anybody? Is that what you say?
9-time all-defensive player, Chris Paul?
I don't know that. I haven't heard anybody tell me that.
Because you haven't suited up. You know, guys don't like to tell you all the truth. You know that. Because they scared what you going to take with it.
No, he's right about that. They will lie. He's honest. They will lie. That is true. He's not lying about that.
CP can't guard nobody, man. Everybody in the NBA know that.
Jesus Christ. Okay, let's face it. Cone. Wait, he called him a cone, too. Where's that at?
Everybody knows that.
Anybody.
What we call them? Cone. You know what you do with cones? Like when in the summertime, you got a cone. You make a move. What does the cone do?
Stay still.
Exactly. He's a cone. Stop playing, man. Everybody knows that. Everyone knows that. It's just y'all don't want to accept it because
I don't accept that.
I don't accept that either.
Taller than them. You know, so you can shoot over him. Obviously, that's an issue.
Give him the Ben Simmons slander. Give him the PG 13 slander. Give him the slander that you give everybody.
Jesus. Then he called it a cone. That might be the most disrespectful thing anybody could call anybody. An immobile piece of plastic and rubber on the floor whose sole purpose is to be an inanimate obstruction that you can easily move around for gameplay. That's what he called Chris Paul, a cone. Said nobody worries about Chris Paul guarding them. That's false. Then he explains the difference between someone like Steph Curry and Chris Paul. It gets even worse. Gets even worse, folks.
Do guys in the NBA go to sleep early the night before playing the Phoenix Suns? Hell no. No.
You mean as a team, or would you talk about Chris Paul individually?
Chris Paul individually.
Okay.
No. I'm going to Steak 44 over there in Phoenix. I'm going to have me a nice little wine, probably sweat it out, and but the pregame shoot around and get ready for Chris Paul. Steph Curry, I'm going to bed at 8 o'clock. Mom, don't call me. My girl, don't call me. I'm locked in right now. It's two different monsters. That's all.
I don't even know what to say. Why is Patrick Beverly coming after Chris Paul, you might ask? When did they become having beef? First and foremost, it goes back to the trade between Houston Rockets and the LA Clippers. Pat Bev was in Houston. He was doing a little thing with James Harden. They were making a little run. And then Pat Bev got traded to LA for Chris Paul. And then Chris Paul apparently was talking all kinds of shit to Pat Bev. And the way that social media is reacting, it's clear that the Suns have talked a ton of shit to Pat Bev over the last couple of seasons, and a lot of people, and probably not just to Pat Bev, but to the entire league, as they came up so fast, they started talking shit like they were preordained, like the Golden State Warriors do. And there are plenty of people that are just reveling in their loss. Safe to say, two things are going to emerge from Patrick Beverly versus Chris Paul. There's now going to be big-time beef between the Suns and the Wolves. And ESPN just found its next Draymond Green. JJ Redick and Bev together? More of that, please.